Where does that terrible smell coming from? I'm going to show you what caused this odor here and how I got it out. And also, I'm going to give you 3 possible steps that a salesman gave me to prevent this from happening again. So watch till the end. Hello, this old man with the plan. I was away on the weekend and I came back. My truck was parked in the garage. We took the car. We took the granddaughter away for the weekend. And when I came back, there was a terrible odor in the truck. Now, the first thing I did was look all through the vehicle, look underneath the seats. I thought maybe one of my grandkids dropped some food, anything, but I couldn't find nothing. So what's next? So naturally, I am going to try to change out the cabin filter. It's really easy to change cabin filters. I don't know why garages charge so much, but I mean, it was 4 screws and 2 latches and it comes out. So I'm going to show you, I'll show you how I did it, how I took it apart, and also what I found. So stay tuned and watch to the end. This will be a short video. It shouldn't take too long to do this. Okay, first thing you have to do is clean out your glove box. That's where the filter is behind the glove box. The first thing you do once you clean it out is take out these 2 top screws. There's one there and the other one's there. Once those screws are taken out, you close the glove box, and there's 2 screws in the bottom. There's one, and the other one is over here. Let me see. There it is. Well, I'm having a hard time getting a view of it. There it is right there. They're not the easiest to get to, but if you're down, you can see them pretty good. 2 bottom screws are out. Now you can take out the glove box. Now don't be afraid if you got to give it a little bit of a tug, because there's a couple guides you'll notice when you put it back together that have to line up, and it kind of snaps in place. So you have to pull it a little harder than what you think to get it out, but then it comes right out. And now that I have the glove box up, all I have to do is unclip here. This is where the filter is. This clips off. And the other one's the same way. You get your hand in there. It should clip off too. If I can get my finger in there. And then that falls off. Nice and easy. And there's the filter. And after taking out the filter here, it is dirty. There is no doubt it needed changed. I don't know whether I've changed this ever, so I'm way past due, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a new filter. But I also found inside, which I'm glad that I found, and inside it, there is a dead mouse. You see it right in about the middle of the screen? And it's starting to stink a little bit. So that's what was causing the odor in here. It must have crawled up through the pipe that feeds the outside air and got stuck in there. I'm assuming, I don't know when, who knows when, but it's starting to stink, so it's been dead for a little bit of time. So now I'm going to take it out, go buy a new filter, and reinstall everything. Filter itself was $25.99. I didn't go for the more expensive one. This one's fine. It does have to be installed with the airflow the right way, and I'll show you that as I get ready to put it in. But also, the guy from the parts dealer, I told him what my problem was or what happened, and he gave me some interesting ideas to prevent that from happening again. And I will certainly pass them on here at the end of the video, so stay tuned. Now here's the old filter again. Now when I took it out, this was the top, and as you can see, if you forgot which one's the top, this is the side that was catching all the dirt. The other side didn't catch much dirt, so the airflow was obviously coming down this way through the filter. So, but to verify that, which way the airflow is going, it does have a little arrow, and I don't know whether you can see it or not. It is right there. There's the arrow that shows me airflow down. So that's the way I'm going to put the new one in. Okay, now at the place where I got the filter, he did give me 3 ideas in order to keep this problem from happening again. The one I'm going to use right now is not one that he said some people have shared this idea with him. and it seems to work. There's 2 other ideas that he gave me too that you can try if you want to, and I'll tell you all 3 of them here. But the first idea is, he said some people will put a dryer sheet on top of the filter because the airflow goes down. That will hold it down, and that will keep a scent that the animals don't like in there either. So when they come in, they'll go back out. I'm guessing this happened at camp. I do have mice up there. I do have a lot of field mice and things like that. So I'm assuming that happened up there. I don't know for sure. Who knows? But I'm going to try the dryer sheet first and see how that works out. There's the compartment. And here goes the sheet. The filter. Somebody in. I want to keep that dryer sheet flat, and then I'm going to put it in. That's what I'm going to try. Then this other part, get it here. Put it down here, I believe. It will snap on. Here's the cover. Tabs down. Fit into that. See, the tabs fit, and then it rocks up, and it snaps into place. There. Now, all I gotta do is install the glove box. Now, the glove box snapped right back into place. It snaps in like it snapped out. I told you that was a little bit. And then I'll go ahead and reinstall the 2 bottom screws first. Okay, the 2 bottom screws are installed, and now I'll just open the door and install the 2 upper screws. Okay, 2 upper screws are installed. Everything seems to be closing right. And now I can put everything back in. But before I do that, well, as you can see, a cabin filter is not that hard to change. So if you can and you have the tools, which all you need is this wrench, and this was a T15. Yeah, T15. It was fairly easy. I mean, even any type of a straight wrench would do it. A couple clips, and then you can pull the filter out. As you notice, mine was bad. I don't know when the last time it was changed. It's been quite a while, but the purchasing agent that sold me the filter, he gave me a couple other ideas in order to keep any mice out, being I spend more and more time at camp, and once I go up there, my truck doesn't move very much. It could sit there for 4, 5, 6 days without moving. So he says some people will put peppermint oil on their filters in order to keep that smell going. I mean, nothing likes peppermint oil. We put peppermint oil in our camp sometimes to keep out spiders and stuff. He also said some people will put a little bleach on their tire so they don't crawl up it. I mean, that's another thing if it's sitting there a long time. And then he said he even heard some people put dryer sheets on top of it. Now, I like that idea, the dryer sheets. I don't want a real strong peppermint oil smell, but dryer sheets aren't too bad. We'll see how it works out, and I'll let you know if I get any more mice up through there. This is an unusual problem for me. It hasn't happened before, so I don't expect it to happen again, but who knows? But if you ever get a smell in your vehicle, you don't know where it's coming from, you might want to check your cabin filter. I mean, it could be in there, could have sucked up something, so it can be various smells. They also sell carbon filters that will take out odors as you go down the road. I don't really need that, but so I didn't purchase it. They're about twice the price. So, well, this is another little job that I had to do. It kind of takes some time, but it was starting to stink pretty bad. I opened the door, got in, and I noticed some smell. Then I turned on the AC. I said, holy moly, this is not good. And then, so it was only going to get worse. So it's a good thing I did it now and got rid of it. So the smell is gone. I hope the smell is gone. I'll put everything back in and then run the vehicle and see if that dryer sheet will help the smell, get rid of it, anything's out in there. But the filter's changed, and I'm ready to go. And once again, I want to thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I really appreciate your time. And help an old man out if you can. like and share and comment and ring that bell so you don't miss any of the upcoming. I know this one isn't part of my usual ones, but like I said, I kind of go with what's happening in my life. I just came home and this is what happened, so this had to be done. So there we go. Once again, this is the old man with the plan, and I'll see you later.